Hey guys, how's it going? It's Andy. Welcome to the 30 Days of Dividends. I'm going to be talking about 30 different dividend stocks in the month of April, talking about some of the important things to know about each of these stocks to have a general understanding of if you think it's a good opportunity to buy into this stock. I'm going to do the same breakdown for each of the stocks. I'm going to talk about its current yield and price and its return so far in 2022 and in the past 20-ish or so years, since 1995 specifically. I picked that year because it gives a good look at the different economic times that the market has seen and how the stock has performed during that time. Then we're going to look at the history of the dividend and the health of it. We're going to talk about how often the dividend's been paid out, how much it's been increased over time in the past 3, 5, 10, and 20 years, and talk about how the stock has performed with and without the dividends. Dividend stocks give a great opportunity for investing in the market in different ways. You can invest in a company like Apple that does pay a dividend, but most of the returns are going to be coming from the actual stock price and not from the dividends. So this type of video is going to be talking about a wide variety of stocks, and if there's a stock that you'd like me to talk about in a future video, be sure to let me know down in the comment section because I have not finalized the list fully. I have a rough outline, but it's not set in stone. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite stocks overall, and as a result it makes it down to one of my top dividend stocks with Brookfield Renewable, ticker symbol BEP, currently trading for around $41. It's up 15% year to date, but it's down 3% in the past year. Brookfield is one of these stocks that did not do well at the beginning of the year. Renewables specifically have been hit really bad as we've had some of the changing in the sentiment of the overall market. The reason I really like Brookfield for a long-term investment in my retirement account as a growth stock and also in my dividend account is because renewables have such a fantastic opportunity to take advantage of future growth in their market. When you look at Brookfield, you have the returns. You have the dividend yield of 3.19%, which is much higher than most dividends we're going to be talking about in this video. The dividend payout is actually going to be on the 31st, so I'll be paid that out. So you're going to be seeing this video on March 1st. But when you look at how the stock has increased their dividend over the past couple years, in the past 3 years, it's up 18.7%, 5 years, 9.21%, 10 years, 5.28%, and 20 years, 25.81%. So you have a long history of increasing the dividend significantly. And when you look at the returns compared to the S&P 500, you can only go back until 2005 for Brookfield. But with the dividends reinvested, you have returns of 14.38%. And if you don't use the dividends, 12.57%. It's very rare to find a renewable energy company that's been around for a long time that pays out a pretty significant dividend. I think Brookfield is very unique in that aspect. You have NextEra Energy, ticker symbol NEE, which is probably my favorite stock overall. Brookfield is very close. When you look at renewables, let's talk about the last earnings report because I think that's where you see a lot of the positives for something like a Brookfield. When you look at the payout ratio, it is not good. You're going to see a negative number because the company loses money. So you might be asking, why is the dividend healthy at this point? The reason that I think it's very healthy is that most of the dividend, I think around 90% of the dividend for the next financial year, can be paid out with their expected contracts. I love energy companies, specifically the renewables, because they have these long-dated contracts that are going to be paid out on a reliable basis. So you can look forward to see how much money the company is going to be making. And while the revenue has gone up in the past couple years, their earnings have gone down because they're investing a significant amount of capital back into their business because renewables are a sector that you're going to have to pour a lot of money into to do very well. When you look at their capacity, they're currently at 20 billion megawatts of capacity, up from 19.36. This is a sector that is going to be difficult to predict in the short term, but as a long-term investment and as a dividend play, I think Brookfield is hard to beat. And that's why I decided to put it first on this list. I think it's very rare to find a renewable energy stock that has a track record that it does, the dividend payout that it has above 3%, and is in a great spot to take advantage of this boom in this expected renewable market. That's why I decided to talk about it first on this list. Let me know what you think about Brookfield Renewable, ticker symbol BEP, and let me know what stock you would like me to talk about in a future video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it if that like and subscribe button, as it would help my channel out a lot, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. Thanks for watching.